Very good morning to all. Good morning, sir. Please have a seat. Thank you, Subramanian sir, and thank you, madam. So this session will be completely interactive. Interactive means? Okay. I'll be specifically looking for persons who are attentive. I'll be taking this session for 10 to 15 minutes, and you should be able to answer few questions, okay? The session will go from morning 5 o'clock to night 9 o'clock. Okay, what all you guys do like that, okay? So what is the usual wake up time for you? What time you wake up? 5? 4:50. Wonderful. Which class is it? 5th class? Good. So what do you do after wake up?
Sir, coaching, sir. Cricket coaching.
Coaching. What coaching is it?
Cricket.
Cricket coaching. Go for cricket. Good. Anyone before 5? Before 5, anyone is there? What is the time?
4:50.
Wow, good. 3:30 to 4:30. Really? What's your name? Huh? What do you do after 3:30?
I should bath after 3:30.
And then after that?
After that, studying all, we wake up to it.
What time you sleep?
I sleep at 9:30 or
9:30. So the first question is, how many hours you should sleep in a day? How many hours? 7 to 8 hours. Good. Still I recommend at least at this age you need to sleep 8 to 10 hours. 8 to 10 hours. So if you want to wake up at 4 o'clock, you should sleep at least by 7:38. Is it okay? Good. If you get a proper sleep, in the sleep our all cells which got disturbed in the daytime gets repaired in the night. So many things happen in the daytime, right? While you are running, while you are listening to the class, sometimes when you are playing sports, your tissues get injured. So in the night, all the cells get repaired. Is it okay? And then second question is, how many liters of water you take in a day?
5 liters. 4 to 5 liters.
4 to 5 liters. All are answering ideal questions to answers. Good. 3 liters. So we recommend minimum 4 to 5 liters. Most of the kids, for example, in the middle of the night, they start, my legs are paining. How many kids complain this? So bring it down, because most of the kids are not taking proper water. So everybody is saying, I drink 3 to 5 liters of water. How many liters, how many bottles you bring to school? Do you complete it?
Yes, sir.
So before coming to school, how many liters of water you drink?
1 liter.
Are you serious? Yogita? No? So most of the kids, what we studied on our hospital is, most of the kids are not taking proper water. You got my point? So before coming to school, at least drink half liter to 1 liter. In the school, at least you drink minimum 2 liters. Take a sip of water, like how she is taking. Water is the treatment for many diseases, including your brain, bone, all that stuff. Got my point? Again, I'll be asking. So tomorrow onwards, you need to change this cycle. So whenever you have some cough pain, means you are dehydrated. Body wants some water. Body gives a hint that you need to take some water. So usually you ask your mother, please press my cough, please press my leg, like that, right? Why it happens? Because entire day you are active, you are not taking proper water. Body needs some water. So most of the symptoms are dehydration. Is it okay? So how many kids are playing games in the morning hours? Morning. Badminton. Wonderful. So always, every day, at least 30 minutes of games we should play, like basketball, tennis, some kind of skipping or skating. So what happens when you play? What happens? What happens?
We'll be active.
Will be active then.
We
You will get energy. What is that energy known as? What is that energy? You are not listening. What is that energy? That is known as dopamine. You eat pizza, you get dopamine. You eat chocolate, you will get dopamine, right? That is known as cheap dopamine. By playing sports, by running, you will get a costly dopamine. Got my point? At the same time, you get a chance to expose to sunlight. What happens when you get sunlight exposure? Vitamin D. Good. So once you expose to sunlight, you will get lot of vitamin D3. What is the ideal time to get exposed to sunlight?
In the morning hours.
Morning hours. Morning 7 to 11 o'clock. And then most of the kids, once they finish games and they come to school, right? So I'll ask, what is the ideal percentage of your school bag should be on your weight? For example, Yogita is around 30. What is your weight?
36.
36. What is your weight? Your weight?
27.
27. So, what is your name?
Anshit.
Hanshid is 27 kgs. How much baggage you should carry? How much baggage you should carry? Huh?
80 kgs.
6 kgs. So, today onwards I will inform to our CEO also. You should carry maximum is 10 to 15% or last is 20% of your body weight. You got my point?
Yes, sir.
So I can see people are carrying 10 kg, 15 kg. No, you are 30 kg, maximum weight should be 3 kgs to 5 kgs. So what happens if you carry more luggage, more baggage? Your spinal cord will get damaged. So most of the time you will start stooping forward to carry the luggage, right? So whenever you bend forward, it will push lot of pressure on the back. You got my point?
Yes, sir.
So next, what is the ideal breakfast you have? What is the ideal breakfast? Tell me. Cover that girl. What is the breakfast? Fruits and vegetables. So fruits are rich in minerals. So ideally you should take at least three days a week. You should take either ragi java, some kind of sandwich, okay, and you ideally we recommend most of the time milk products along with some nuts. How many of you take milk with nuts? Good. So what nut contain? Nuts, dry fruits. What they contain? Protein and minerals. What kind of minerals they contain? Anyone know about magnesium, phosphorus? Yes. So they are the main constituents of bone: calcium, magnesium, phosphorus. All three are very important for bone. And then second thing, what I noticed in children, most of the kids are getting happy when they eat junk food. So what happens in the junk food? What happens in the what exactly they keep in junk food? So they put lot of salt as a preservative. So salt damages your bones. So usually whenever I see lot of kids coming to our hospital, whenever they are going in the corridor, right? Suddenly if some student put a leg like this in between, then they fall and they break their legs. So whenever they going down the stairs, whenever they are playing skating, especially if you go in a wrong direction or if you suddenly tip, then the bones will break. Just because it's happening, lot of kids are taking salt processed junk food, which is damaging bone health. So if I take out of 50 students in this class, 40 to 50% of the students will have bone deficiency problems like vitamin D3, calcium, magnesium, zinc and phosphorus. So today onwards, at least take 3 times to 4 times a week milk along with dry fruits. You know about sesame sweets? So at least weekly once or twice you try to take the sesame sweets which contain lot of calcium. Chia seeds also very good. And then comes to most important thing. How many of you really go for a health checkup? What is your health checkup? You underwent? No? How many did you undergo last 1 year? What is your D3 level? What is your vitamin D3? 5,000. So he is having like eosinophil count we call it as. So which is like allergy substances which get raised. So every year at least once you should go for a health checkup. So what we will all check in health checkup? Your eyes, your bones, and we will check your vitamin D3, calcium, and if required we measure your height and weight. So what is the ideal weight for your age? 30. So usually measure your height in centimeters, keep it minus 100. For example, you are 128 centimeters height means you should be able to maintain 28 to 30 kgs. So most of the kids who are coming to hospital either are overweight or underweight. I can see many children are maintaining good weight. Some kids are not maintaining proper weight. Get up. Which class you are? 5th class. You get up. You also. What's your name? Satvik. So you should call their parents, ask them to check their bone health, their weight and their height. Okay? So you are 5th class? Huh? All are 5th class, right? So both are not eating properly, I think. You also. What's your name?
Mokshat.
Mokshat. You? What's your name? Your name? So identify all these 5 to 10 kids who are underweight, less than 20-25 kgs at 5th class. You should notify them to their parents that ask them to eat proper calcium rich foods, especially milk, ragi, sesame, nuts, paneer, butter, cheese. You like paneer, butter, cheese, right? So take which contains lot of calcium. And then last thing when comes to good health, what is the ideal position to sit in the classroom? How many of you sit like this in the classroom? Huh? So most of the kids take supporter of back and then sit, right? So usually whenever you sit with the support of back, the back muscles get weak. So you need to exercise at least 30 minutes in a day for at least 5 times a week. So overall it comes how many minutes? 150 minutes you should exercise so that you maintain good posture. And major important thing what I noticed in the kids, they are not using protective gear equipment while especially skating. I request all the teachers, you should tell to your students they should use protective gear equipment. And you should be very careful while going in the corridors, while going the downstairs. How many of you had fall in the last 12 months? Anyone broken the bones? No? Good. So make sure you had high chance of getting fall while you are in the corridor or while taking the stairs or when you are playing in the ground. So make sure you should use protective equipment and you should very cautious because some other guy who comes in the opposite direction will try to hit you and break the bones. So I given a lot of information, right? So can everyone from one table you should give 1 point. So tell me 1 point you tell out what did you learn today? Pick. Yeah.
I learned that to eat more healthy food, not junk food.
Junk food. Good. You? What did you learn?
You should eat a lot and you should wear protective gear while skating.
Good. Next.
You should drink 4 to 5 liters.
4 to 5 liters of water. Next.
You have to eat healthy food every day.
No, she told already. You should not tell whoever already given information. Be ready. I will ask anyone. What is the percentage of your body weight you should carry? Which is your bag? So what is your weight?
This is not my bag.
Where is your bag?
In that class.
So suppose this is your bag. So what is the bag weight? What is this bag weight? Check it. Check it approximately. What is the body weight? Check it.
So much weight.
So much weight. So what is your weight?
26.
So how much of percentage of baggage you should carry to the school?
10 to 15.
10%. So this is not 2.6. This is more than 7 kgs. So what happens if you carry this bag?
Our back
Your backbone will
pain.
painful. Good. Next. Tell me. You are 5th class? You also get check your bone health. Okay? Tell me, what did you learn today?
We have to sit straight. And
Sit straight. Good. Wonderful. You? What did you learn today?
we need to sleep at least for 8 to 10 hours.
Good. Next. Nana, what did you learn today?
We have to sleep so well.
No, she told already.
Then I thought to focus.
What did you learn today?
And to check our body weight.
Huh?
To check our body weight.
Already body weight she told.
We have to eat milk products.
Good. Next.
We have to take nuts while drinking milk.
Good. Next. Yogita, what did you learn today? Tell me top 5 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is recording. You should tell. What did you learn today?
That we should play for 30 minutes a day.
Okay.
For 1 week, 150 minutes we should play.
Okay.
We need to have calcium in our body.
Good.
We should have D3 level, medium
Which-
level of D3.
Then last one.
And that we have to eat healthy food.
Good. What about you? What did you learn today?
Same answer like Yogita.
Uh-huh.
I had the same answer like Yogita.
No. You should tell separate answer. What did you learn today?
Magnesium, calcium, and phosphorus.
So magnesium rich in what? Magnesium rich in nuts, sesame and banana. Banana you can have every day one banana. Good. Next.
We should do exercise.
Every day we should exercise. Next. What did you learn today?
We should drink milk.
Drink milk. Next.
Sir, we should drink daily 4 to 5 liters of water
What time you should stop drinking water?
at 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock. Next. Good.
We should maintain good health and weight.
Are you really healthy?
Yes, sir.
So I want to speak to your mother and father tomorrow. Is it okay? Take my number and you should speak to me. Okay? Good. Next. Yeah.
We have to eat protein.
What is the protein? Where you get protein? I forgot to tell this.
Milk, cheese, paneer.
That contains vitamin D3. More of protein you will get it in?
Non-veg.
Non-veg. Which non-veg?
Chicken, mutton.
So protein you will get, lot of protein you will get in soya chunks, chicken, fish and egg. I don't recommend mutton. So more of you go for either egg or soya chunks, nuts. Good. Next. I'll come back. What did you learn today?
To have 7 to 8 hours of sleep.
Good. What is the ideal time to wake up? Better time?
6.
6. Better is 5. Next. What did you learn today? You should sit straight with the support or without support?
Without stop.
Good. So, yeah. Tell me. Are you exercising or not?
I wake up at 5 o'clock and do exercise till 5.
Good. So, once again, anyone have any doubts in the class? Everybody hope understand. This is very interactive session. Yeah.
Sir, my mother told we should not drink so many times milk.
You can drink 2 times a milk, 1 glass each time. You can add protein powder or you can add some soya chunk or some kind of any nuts you can add. Okay? Yeah. Why does?
Hormones come.
Huh?
Why does hormones come?
So why does hormones comes down? So body contains sit. Body has lot of hormones like dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, FSH, LH. So when we are not maintaining our health in good condition, so the hormones levels will come down. So whenever you are taking like chocolates, the hormones like dopamine will get elevated. So this is known as cheap dopamine. You will get hormones when you exercise better. That is known as BNP, brain derived neutrophilic factor. Okay? So dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin. But whenever you want to maintain good health, it's the ideal time to exercise and you'll get a proper hormones. And you can take minerals also like vitamin D3, calcium, magnesium, phosphorus. Okay? Any more questions?
So, if any hurt or if any cut up, why you should take
TT because lot of mud contains, there is another bacteria known as tetanus, which causes infection inside the body, and then kids will suffer if you don't take vaccine, right? We take lot of vaccine like dengue, typhoid, malaria, lot of vaccines are there, diphtheria, all that vaccine. So tetanus is also one vaccine which prevents immediate infection to the body. So whenever some cut injury happens, there is a bacteria here which gets into the body and which causes lot of infection. So to prevent that, immediately we give TT injection. But most of the kids are vaccinated, so don't worry about it. Okay, you will be having immunity for 5 years. But if it is like contaminated wounds or contaminated iron materials, you should get vaccinated. Yeah. Why?
Why we need to take vaccine?
So good question she is asking, why we need to take vaccine. So vaccine we take it because we give very low dose of infection to the body so that our body produces antibodies. Antibodies is nothing but police mechanism inside the body which acts against the infection when it is required. For example, COVID was there, right? How many knows COVID? So we took lot of people take vaccine, right? So in the vaccine they give very minute dose which is maybe inactive or active material which we get injection into the body. So body starts producing antibodies. For example, suddenly here 1000 police are there. 1000 police are there outside. What does it mean? Means they came to protect the environment. Same way body also produces antibodies when you give vaccine. Vaccine is to protect in the further life. You got my point? Vaccine we give very minute dose into the body, then body immediately produce antibodies to protect against for that disease. Any more questions?
So that's it.
That's it.
Why do old people have left foots?
So why do have old people? Because most of the people, there is another problem known as osteoporosis. Osteoporosis means if I take one chalk piece and drop it on the floor, will it break or not?
Yes.
So same way in the old age also, maybe your grandmother or grandfather or forefathers, then they will be suffering with osteoporosis. Osteoporosis known as calcium deficiency, vitamin D3 deficiency. That's why I came here to give you tips on how to maintain good bone health. So even it is not about the older people or elder persons, it's not about the grandfathers, even children also suffering, and they came regular to me with injuries. So at least I operate monthly 1 or 2 cases on kids, especially they fall while going in the corridor or while they go taking downstairs while skating, basketball, because they suffer with osteoporosis. You got my point?
Yes.
So weak bones is known as osteoporosis. Okay, next.
So why do the grandparents bend?
That's what I'm saying. No, I give an example of if you carry more than 10% of your body weight, the bones will start bending forward. This is known as kyphosis. So kyphosis means patients will be stooping forward, weak bones. So most of the kids, if you carry more luggage, more baggage, then the bones become weak. Though in the old age, the bones become porotic, then slowly the spine become slowly bending forward and fractures. The moment it fractures, patients start bending forward. So immediately you should tell them, anyone in your family or relatives, ask them to meet Dr. Balaraju Naidu for evaluation. Got my point? Yeah. What's your doubt?
Why do we have different medicines for every disease?
So Yogita asking question, why do you have different medicines? So medicines are various types. For example, antibiotic we give for infection, calcium we give for bones, and cetirizine we give for cold. Like that, there are various types of molecules are there, which each specifically acts for one problem. For example, painkiller you take it, it will act for pain. There is an infection in the body, it will act for that. So there is a separate mechanism for each drug. It is like math subject, science, English, same way the antibiotics, painkillers, the gastric tablets are different, which each works on different mechanism. Next, you got my point? Okay, let me stop. Hope this class is useful to you. So take home points is drink good water, carry less baggage, play well, exposed to sunlight, daily eat nuts and drink at least 3 to 5 liters of water, and go for a regular health checkup. Whenever your father or mother are suffering with bone pains, get it evaluated with a regular health checkup. Is it okay? Hope it is good. How many of you like this session? Raise your hands. Good. Thank you all once and see you. Thank you.